I have a dark past, and I do not regret 1 minute of it. Hi! So the topic of today is something I used to do and probably still would, and that's stealing animals. And honestly, I wouldn't call it stealing, but I kinda did steal them. Alright, so I'm gonna try to keep this as chronological as possible because there's actually quite a lot. One time I was going home from school and a friend and I came across a bunny and it was hopping very close to the road. It was a rather busy road as well. So we were worried for its future, and I had a messenger bag that could fit on the back of my bike. And we grabbed the bunny and we put it in my bag with his head out, and we went home. And arriving home I was like, "Dad, you'll never guess what's in my bag." And he was like, "A project from school." And I was like, "No, it's a bunny." And he was like, "What?" At the time we already had a bunny, little Mr. Brown, because he was a brown bunny. And this one was grey, and we named him Bugs Bunny, and they became homoerotic friends. Let's just put it that way. Okay, the one after that is probably a baby duckling. My aunt once came, and it was like bedtime for me already when I was still small, and she had a baby duckling with her. They found it because a cat was trying to eat it, and they saved it, and they were like, we don't really have the equipment or room to care for this little baby, and they just brought it to us, and I had a great time. Very cute and very baby duckling. It did die later because the cat had done some severe damage to it. It was really sad. I think after that came a parakeet. There was a parakeet flying around our home, and I was like, "Mom, can I catch it?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, sure, if you can catch it, you can keep it." Not expecting me to catch it. And also, I had a difficult time with catching it. Until my grandpa came by, and he was like, "What are you trying to do?" And I was like, "I'm trying to catch the parakeet." And he looked at my mum, and my mum looked at him like, "Please don't help her, I really don't want a parakeet in our home." And he was like, "Let's help her." So my grandpa and I caught the parakeet, and we had him for quite a long time. He had a little cage for him and food and stuff, but he became very anxious or something when he was in the cage and it was closed, so he would just retch his head until it came out without us opening the door, so we always kept it open later, and we named him Houdini. Also, I always steal other pets. If there's a party and there's a dog or a cat, you'll find me there. I'm with the dog or the cat. And about cats, my sister and I once stole a cat. There was a cat walking around her home, and it was winter, and we saw the cat getting thinner and looking less healthy, and it was a really small cat, and she'd been around our house for like 2 months or so, and we could just see her dying little by little. And one time my dad said that he saw the cat sleeping in our barn thingy, and my sister and I put on these really huge gloves because we were scared. We thought it was a wild cat, and we got a cage. It sounds so crude right now, but we really wanted to save it. And we tried to shoo it in the cage, and it was just so scared instead of really wild and attacking. So it just crawled away in the corner, and we grabbed it, put it in the cage, got it a pillow, fed it egg yolks, and then we actually got it to be a bit more tame and calm around humans, and later she also got kittens. She's still happily with us, and she's adorable, and yeah. And because of me finding all those pets and being allowed to keep them, I always hoped for a puppy or a stray dog to walk up my driveway so I could have a dog, because I never had a dog, and literally everybody in my neighborhood had a dog at one point, except for me. And I believe that's all the pets I ever stole. I think that's it. I hope that's it. If you have any funny stories about pets or finding pets, or dogs or cats in general, because dogs or cats are nice. Or if you have any weird pets, please tell me in the comments. And then I'll see you next time. Bye bye!